Hello, this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chilies, and welcome to our video series called Peppers 101. In this video series on our YouTube channel, we are going to expose you to new varieties of chilies, hopefully ones you've never seen before. We will do our best to give a good description of them with flavor, heat, history, where they're from, how they grow, whatever we can share that we know that we've found on the web or we found from people that have grown them for years. So what we're looking at right now is the Buena Mulata. Buena Mulata is a cayenne type that's very, very flavorful, but also very productive. I'm going to pull off a few leaves here so we can get a better view of some of the chilies. I do not know the origin of Buena Mulata. It's very similar to a purple cayenne, although purple cayennes I have not really had luck with growing as productive as Buena Mulata. And Buena Mulata seems to have a little bit more of a fruitier flavor. Now, you don't eat these when they're purple. The beginning colors are kind of green, and then it goes to purple very, very quickly. Let's look at the top of this plant on some young baby chilies. See how they're a nice purple color? So they kind of start out purple right away. When they come out of the flower, like you can see that one right there, you got a little bit more green, but they go purple really quickly, purple or lavender. And they're just a beautiful chili. Now, you don't eat them when they're purple, so they're kind of an ornamental type. You eat them when they ripen. You have more flavor, and there'll be a little bit more sweetness to them and a little bit more heat as well. So we're getting down here to the bottom of the plant, and so what you're going to see with the Buena Mulata is it's going to go to an orange color or a light orange, and then it's going to go to a darker orange, and then finally a reddish orange, or some people might say red. But that's kind of an orange red to me. Here's one over here that's more red. Let's get these leaves out of the way. So that's when they're ripe. If you pick them when they're this dark orange, you're going to have a good flavor. You don't have to wait till they get red, okay? They're very prolific, as you can see, or productive is another word for prolific. And they're very tasty. They're great in stir fries, Asian dishes. Stir fry in some Mexican dishes, like with fajitas. They're also good dried as a powder, so you can use them as a powder to flavor soups and stews. Very tasty, very productive, and very pretty. Isn't it nice that you can have a chili in your garden that will be beautiful too? So you could consider this an ornamental, but it's not a true ornamental. And it certainly doesn't taste bad like a lot of ornamentals do. Although there are some good ornamentals out there, but that are tasty. But generally, your ornamentals will not be flavorful. That's all I can say. They'll not be flavorful. I wish I could say something different, but they'll have heat. Usually most ornamentals will have like a cayenne level of heat. So this has a cayenne level of heat, which is above jalapeno. Depending on growing conditions, it could get milder, or it could get to a hot level of cayenne or close to a Thai pepper heat. But it's got a good bite. It is not a mild chili, folks. It's not a mild chili. So just keep that in mind when you're handling it and chopping it up for food. You know, wear rubber gloves or wash your hands with good soapy water, because you don't want to get some of the oils from these peppers in your eyes. It's going to burn you a bit. So here's another peek at a red one, fully ripe. Here's one in the reddish orange color. Here's one a little bit lighter. Here's one lighter orange. And then here's the light purple. And up here is the darker purple. It's a beautiful chili. Again, the point of these videos in Peppers 101 is to give you a background on each chili expose you to different chilies, show you what they look like on the plant or otherwise, and tell you about how they can be used, and the history, if we have a history. If we knew exactly the country this came from, we would tell you, but we don't. Now, if one of you do know the exact country it came from, and you're not just guessing, feel free to comment in the comments section on the video, so I can at least edit the description and put that extra information on my website for people to read. It's great to share more information, because if we don't pass along this information to the younger generations, then a lot of people won't know about these chilies, won't grow these chilies, and they can kind of like fade away or die out. So Buena Mulata seeds are at www.superhotchilies.com, and it's a great chili. And like I said, even though I gave you some uses or how it's used, stir fries and stuff like that, it doesn't mean you can make a hot sauce out of it, maybe, and it might be a great hot sauce. I don't know, but the flavor's going to be better when they go red or orange. Okay, you don't want to eat them when they're purple. They're going to have more of a grassy, bitter, floral taste. Okay, so this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chilies, and I hope you've learned. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We're going to have hundreds of videos on chilies. Not this year. We'll probably go over 100 this year in 2023, but we're going to try to do a lot of videos on chilies, so we can share our knowledge, and you will learn and discover new chilies and new things to do in the kitchen with chilies. Hopefully, we have cooking videos and other stuff on the channel, so watch those as well. And please tell your neighbor and your friends about us. Hopefully you've learned something today. You all take care.